Grand Rising, beautiful people. It is 7:57 in the morning on the 8th. And I'm over here multitasking, trying to watch my movie, doing my podcast, recording my YouTube. And guess what I did too? I already posted a blog. Damn, I'm on it this morning. I'm on it. Mind you, my day started at like 4 in the morning. I only slept 4 hours, but I'm on it. And I was fixing a couple of my domain issues, trying to get my business on Google. And somehow I made a big mistake, and I need Google to help me fix it. I sent my domain to one account, but set up the business in a whole nother one. So when you Google me, it shows up, but it's not the right actual Google. It's the right Google one that's gonna show up. I just need my domain transferred to that one so I can finish everything else. I'm on Google now, people. I'm on Google. You Google Shopnormees and Shopnormees will pop up. I'm on Google now, people. Oh my gosh. We done make it to the big leagues, y'all. Shopnormees is on Google, y'all. Like, I think I'm gonna cry. Oh my gosh. We are like on Google. And I already have my first review. Because, we did do her nails. And I've done her nails a few times. And yeah, so, and I've actually done her actual nails. Yeah. And we've done her press on, but she's actually going to be the hand model for when we do the video on how to properly put on the press on nails. But yeah. We're on Google now. Seeming a little more real. Like, legit. I'm really about this. I'm really trying to make this work. Like, people think I'm playing. I'm not. I'm seriously about getting my kids and myself where we need to be. But that's neither here nor there. It's time to get serious. Okay, so let's have a nice little conversation while all of my little minions are asleep. All of them, including the puppy. So, I think in order for this conversation to happen, I may have to pause this movie because, Tammy in this movie done pulled out a knife and she was choppity yuppie. Little mama tried to take the knife. Talking about Bob. Stay in your place, Felicia. No, leave the knife. You don't need to go talk to nobody with no knife in your hand. When anybody tell you, let me go talk to him real quick, and we holding a knife in your hand, you don't need to talk to nobody, bro. Nobody. Oops, I gotta blow my nose. Are you about to punch him? And she'll go back no matter what. Alone. Oh Lord, little mama in this movie. Put it on point. It ain't even about the love. Just don't want to be alone. But do know that a female gonna allow him to say his lies and continue with his lies and she gonna let him get away with it all because of the simple fact that she don't want to be alone. It ain't even about the love, baby. It's just about the fact that She ain't want to be alone. And that's something that most dudes don't understand. Half of these females that are putting up with y'all mess, or that even deal with half of y'all, it's only because she don't want to be alone. And that's why half of y'all be like, oh, she done cheated on me. Yeah, when she found the next dude that was doing her better or was doing her right, she left because she was no longer alone. Well, that was neither here nor there because I was part of the movie, and the movie had nothing to do with y'all because y'all sure as heck was not watching it with me. Because I sure as heck was watching it by myself. But in case if y'all wanted to watch it, it is called When Love Kills, the Felicia Blakely story. I'm watching it on Tubi. Little Mama's in it. Tammy's in it. What's his fine ass from The Pains? Calvin, he's in it. God dang for dark meat. I mean, that's Captain Obvious. But anyways, back to the topic at hand. Why am I putting this phone in the wrong? I am putting it in the right direction. Delano's meeting for what's going to happen is supposed to be on the 11th, or was it the 12th? Nah, I can't remember. This is not a good thing. It's a calendar. Here's a calendar. I can't remember if she said it was on a Tuesday or a Wednesday. I know it's supposed to be like at 9 or 9:30. I have a feeling this on the 11th. Darn it. But get this, people, right? We left off Christmas vacation with Delano being permanently suspended until a disciplinary board decides what they're going to do. That's why we were asking for a rush on the meeting, because there was no point in having a manifestation meeting on what curriculum or schooling or whatever Delano was going to be happening with school, because basically they kept talking like Delano's gonna be suspended pretty much. It's kind of like, and I kind of feel like that's what well, it's not that they kept talking like that. It's kind of feel like that's pretty, the aura through the whole meeting, the way we felt, the way the conversation was going, and I say we because Lovey was there too, so the way it was all going was like, he's gonna be suspended, so what was the whole point of this? But then they can't say that because the determination meeting hadn't occurred yet. So the disciplinary meeting hadn't occurred yet. So it's kind of like it was redundant to have a manifestation meeting prior to the disciplinary meeting. So it had ended with Delano's going to still be suspended until the disciplinary meeting. And the disciplinary meeting was supposed to be rushed because we were requesting for the disciplinary meeting to occur prior to the manifestation meeting. So this is what happened right before Christmas vacation, literally right before Christmas vacation. Mind you, I have been telling the school since the school started, since Delano has been registered in school in September, that the Wi-Fi does not work here due to the fact that we're in a motel setting. The security settings do not work with the Chromebook, so it does not allow him to sign in, so he's not able to do any work. At that time, there was no homework, so it wasn't really a big deal. To me it was, because if he needed assistance with anything, I couldn't assist him, especially when it came to his Spanish class, because obviously, I mean, mi gente, vamos a decir que si mi niño llega a mi casa en la clase de español con una F, ¿qué clase de mamá soy yo? Hablando completamente español, escribiendo completamente español y leyendo completamente en español, y llega el niño mío con una F. ¿Qué clase de mamá soy yo? Pero ni culpa mía será, porque ni el wifi no trabaja con la computadora ni con nada más. Y por más que le digo a esa gente, no escuchan. Son más casquiduros que yo no sé qué carajo. Y por puñe mamá me sacan de quicio. Me tienen a punto que le quiero sacar todos los pelitos con unos tweezers a toditos. Ni sacarlo con tijeras, con tweezers se lo quiero sacar a todos. Uno a uno. Sentalitos ahí, pelusa. Anyways, translation. What type of mom would I be that I speak full Spanish, read full Spanish, and write full Spanish, and yet I have a child come home with an F in Spanish at no fault of mine, because the Wi-Fi in our location does not work and I'm not able to assist him. And my proof was in the whole entire statement I just made in Spanish. So at the time, there was no homework, but I was still upset due to this. I brought it up in the IEP meeting. Still nothing was done. When homework is now being given, brought it up in an email. Nothing was really acknowledged. Ms. Driver, I did spoke to her about it. Something was supposed to be brought up to the teachers concerning it, so that it wouldn't go against him, but they would give him time supposedly to do homework in class. Apparently that's not happening, because he's pretty much now still failing all of his class since homework has been started. My son is being jeopardized for being homeless. My son is being jeopardized for having conditions that they had not seen in Virginia, so they took out of his IEP, and now it's coming to bite us in the behind, and they're trying to suspend him for it. Yet when I offered, sorry, I gave that the word wrong. I offered to provide previous IEPs to show that my son had previous aggression, and that yes, it is part of his condition, so that a disciplinary meeting can be held correctly. Okay? I was told that's not necessary. How is that not necessary when everybody in this manifestation meeting voted that no, his 2 altercations were not a part of his condition? How are they not? Just because you guys have not seen them in the short time frame that you have known my child does not mean that he does not have these conditions. Everyone knows that all these conditions can change at any time. These are the things that I do not understand, how as educators and as professionals who are trained and who have made it very clear to me that are trained to deal with autistic children, trained to deal with this and trained to deal with that, you have the audacity to call CPS on me for my child missing school and for another accusation that I do not understand, because at no point in time was he in front of anybody's screen for an accusation to be made of neglect or anything, when there's no Wi-Fi ability for him to even log in to his Chromebook. So I don't even understand where that came from. But I do hope that the person who actually made the call is very proud of themselves, because I'm going to fight to the fullest of my abilities, leg or no leg, mental health or no mental health, stuttering or no stuttering, forgetting or no forgetting. I don't care how my brain is functioning. I will fight until I cannot fight no more. And exactly how I send CPS back to you guys with the questions, I will continue. You have met the right match. The first thing that I said to CPS when they knocked on my door and I opened it, and he said, A, whose name I don't remember and I really don't care to remember, I'm from CPS, I said, I hope you're here to actually help me instead of freaking stressing me, because I'm exactly where y'all left me back In June, when y'all closed my darn case, his eyes popped wide open. So come right on in, but you better be coming on in with some help. Because I don't need any more stress than what I already have, because look at where I am. I mean, I'm in a Taj Mahal, can't y'all see? Like I told him in that meeting too. Can't you see the beautiful paintings on the wall that cost like $5,000? Can't you see the sky-high rise ceilings that we have? Can't you see the painted floors? Like, I mean, baby, we have gold on the wall, sweetheart. Like, baby, don't you see the type of life that we have, sweetie? We've got it made. That black mold that is over there on the floor by the AC going to the bathroom, that ain't mold, sweetheart. You are seeing completely wrong. Your eyes are deceiving you, hunty. That is not black mold. We are in the Taj Mahal. You would never find that in no Taj Mahal. See, because nobody puts fear in my heart. And I don't know if that's what they thought they were doing when they called. And if they thought they were going to get me to move how they wanted me to move by making the call. But I'm sorry, boo. DCF in Connecticut ain't put no fear in my heart. And they are worse than you guys. Because I really thought you guys were supposed to be worse than them. But they're actually worse than y'all. And I did a good, 16 years of DCF, for my oldest. So I'm used to battling back and forth for child services. I mean, again, I'm a mental health mom. I have mental health children. I'm accustomed to battling the service. And like I told the guy when he was sitting in my living room, I'm on this earth for my babies, okay? And for my babies only. And whatever else other work God may want me to do while I am on this earth. But nobody, not even God himself, will put fear in my heart. God said, thou shalt fear no man, and I fear no man. I don't even fear myself. People forget I'm a homicidal, suicidal person. If I don't fear myself, why shall I fear you? No one puts fear in my heart, but I will fight for my babies until I cannot fight no more. I will fight even if it takes my last breath. Right is right, wrong is wrong. I am not going to set up my children for failure. I will not. I refuse. I am not going to do so. I'm not. I'm not. What type of mom am I if I allow someone else to set up my child for failure if I'm not willing to set up my own child for failure? I might as well call CPS on myself then if that's the case. I mean, like I told CPS, everybody's always quick to want to call CPS on the parents. Everybody's always quick to want to call CPS on the parents. But who can I call? Because the school neglected my son. So who can I call to report that neglect? I'm still waiting for these answers. Who can I call to report the neglect? I requested for my child to be transferred before the second altercation happened. That request was neglected. I requested for an autistic school. Cool. The school thought my child was above an autistic school level. Awesome, fantastic, but still it was their job to then come, hey, Miss Hernandez, your child is not equipped for an autistic school, but may I ask, why are you requesting for a transfer? What type of transfer are you looking for? What else can we do since you feel that we are no longer meeting the needs of your child? Were any of these things done? No. Instead, my child's fate was placed in their hands and they decided, well, nope, he's too smart to go to an autistic school. We're just going to continue to keep him here. Next altercation comes. Yep, well, we no longer want him here anymore. Let's see about permanently suspending him. Forget the fact that mom already warned us. Listen, I'm not a denial mom, okay? I'm taking ownership of my child and myself through this time frame. Where is Newport News Public Schools ownership? And where is Hines Middle School's ownership? I don't see it anywhere. Contrary, my son is still the one getting pinpoint, and so am I, because for a principal to say to another teacher, that mother is a live wire, ma'am, you don't know me. You met me during a hot time, okay? You sent my son home for allergies. You ain't even asked me for a COVID test. You ain't asked me for nothing except for proof that he has allergies. I made it very clear to you that he was going to have to miss school the whole entire time until the date of his appointment. Stated to you exactly what date his appointment was going to be, which was like 2 weeks down the line. Nobody bothered to send no work for him, nothing. I had already stated he couldn't do no Wi-Fi. Hold on. Already stated he couldn't do no Wi-Fi. Y'all said nothing. Y'all be CPS. Hey.
Heads up, there's a bunch of police out front.
Oh, shit.
I got 6 cars. 20 deep. Just let you know we're right here.
Alright. Damn, what the fuck are they doing? So, yeah. I don't know. But give me 1 second, y'all. I gotta run to the bathroom. Oh my god. Making that movement, and I move my legs just made me realize I really gotta go tinkle. Whoo! Sometimes when I'm sitting, I don't feel the sensation. You know, since I have numbness in my legs, so my feeling in my legs is not like everybody else's. I currently feel like I'm always in an epidural, and I don't always feel like I have to go to the bathroom. So yeah, I gotta go tinkle. I will be back. Pause, y'all. I don't know when the fuck he's coming, because I told him when he come I was gonna go work some damn hours on Uber. Like, nigga, you stopping me right now. So, don't know when the fuck his ass is about to bring his ass on. Because it depends whenever he finishes. You know what I'm saying? Are you serious? What the fuck? Yeah. Well, at least he brought his ass on and wasn't a whole asshole. Yeah. He was like, nope, don't call nobody.
Yep, and then I kept throwing up. And what got him was when I didn't even know I sent him a picture. He looked at that, he said, oh, hell no, babe. I'm on the way. I said, all right. I didn't even know. I knew, I had a feeling he was coming. But I didn't know when. I didn't know what time, because yesterday, like I said, he was already made up his mind that he was coming over here early. But he was waiting for the plug. The plug never showed. And then he wound up falling asleep. He called the plug again. The plug never came. So the plug's supposed to come later on today to see him. And he supposed to have more blood when he come back.
Okay.
And he was like, here, babe, I bought you some weed. I said, oh, thank you, because I needed it. Excuse you, this is not yours. You do not have that. Man, give me my stuff back. I gotta tackle your dang on. Let go. She gonna sit here and try to eat my damn weed. You know what I mean? This is not yours. It's hot as hell in here. And I got the fan on. Yeah, but yeah. I hope and pray to God if they still out there. I hope and pray to God they're not out there for you know who.
I don't know, because right before you called me, Josh knocked on the door to let me know they were out there.
I wonder how long have they been out there for? Was they out there when your boo? No, you're not getting down.
No, because he came around 5 something in the morning.
So they must have not been out there unless they was out there.
Nah, he would have told me.
Not necessarily if you didn't see him on the other side of Rite Aid. You know where the drive-thru parties on Rite Aid, they sit there. They sit right in the little cut area until only way you'll know if they back there or not if you go in the opposite way. If you go in the same way as Rite Aid, then you look around the building. But if you don't look around that building, you ain't gonna see them. They be in the cut.
Well, he used to work the after hour spot right there, so he's accustomed to having to pay attention to like in the cuts in this area. So
Good.
I don't doubt he would know, but he's also paranoid all the time looking for them anyways.
Mhm.
But he
That's why
didn't
I'm
say
like, that's why I'm
shit.
like, I wonder is they out here? And I'm like, damn, because I was like, yeah, was they out here when he came? And if they wasn't, why they out here now?
Correct.
I hope they ain't out here for him.
They shouldn't be because he don't have
They
nothing on his head.
shouldn't, because he's not buying off the premises.
Correct.
So, the fuck they looking for? Unless they got a long list of people who they looking for, and half of the people they looking for is in here or across the street at the houses.
Yeah.
You better stop crushing saying ass. That's her new word, ass. I don't know where. That's her new word. Everything is ass. Her daddy just tried to kiss her. He took the bud out her hand. Out his hand. She said dick, and then she turned around and said ass. Tell your daddy. And he said, I heard you. You better watch your mouth. She told me, hey.
Tink Tink. Too funny, yo.
She got a potty mouth. It just so happened. He said something to her, and when she thought she had it still in her hand, she turned around and tried to grab something else, and he grabbed it out the other hand. And she said, dick. I said, oh, did you hear she called you a dick? And then he grabbed he grabbed the cigars, and she said, bitch. I said, oh. And he told her, he said, I'm not chasing you, I'm about to be late for work. Yeah, he about to be late. He was supposed to be there at 8 o'clock.
Damn.
We was in this bitch now.
That darkness.
I wasn't feeling good. I had threw up before we went to bed. And he looked at me, he said, no, when I get back from this funeral and shit, you going to the hospital. I said, no, I'm not. I said, how am I going if I'm not here? He said, don't worry about it. I'm going to make sure you go when you get back. Yeah, your dad died. When she didn't even know he was here, she was asleep, right? And then he came like a 1-something, 2-ish. He was mad because, like I said, he wanted to come a little earlier to see Bay to play with her. But he didn't have time. So he came, and when he came, he called me. He was like, Bay, take your time. I said, all right. He said, open the door, I'm here. He said, open the door, I'm outside. I said, what? He said, I'm outside, take your time. Because I was asleep. I wasn't asleep, I had just dozed off because I kept throwing up.
Yeah.
And when he said that, I opened the door. When I had opened the door, he was coming through the door, and she was walking through the door. And she said, Daddy, Dada. He said, hey, Puddin', come here, baby. And he picked her up, and she was all happy.
Aww.
And she told him bye-bye today. Now I like him. I like him today. We cool today. And he said, what? I get a I love you and a kiss? What? Yeah, you get a kiss and a I love you. I always love you, but the shit you do, I don't like and don't love. Like,
facts.
And I think it's getting to him. Because when I told him I wasn't feeling good and shit, because when he came in, he looked for the remote control. And then, because I bought batteries, I don't know where the fuck my batteries went to. He took the batteries out the TV remote in here and put them in the batteries in the remote in the TV in the living room.
Yeah.
And he said, you coming out here with us, or you staying here? I said, I'm going to stay in here because I need to lay down because this stomach of mine and this boy, yours, is just doing rocket. And then I got up and sat in there with them. But they ate, but when they was eating, I had to come in the room because the food was making me sick. So I went in there and laid down for a little bit with him, and then I fell asleep. And then Moo got mad because I was laying down, so she said, and then we all fell asleep on the couch, and then we got up and came and got in the bed. It was like 2 or 3 something. And so I was like, damn, we slept all the way to, because when we went to bed, when he came, it was like 2 something. When we went to bed, I don't even know what time it was, but it don't even feel like we went to sleep.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
Like we went to sleep.
I know those feelings. I got up like at, that was like 4 something because I didn't know what time he was going to get off. So I asked him, but then he came by anyways, picked up the stuff. I was like, don't forget I gotta work in the morning. But I already knew this was going to happen, which is why if he thinks he's about to keep using a car to go to work, he about to be sadly mistaken, because you cutting on the money time that I need. But he made mad money because he came in with his pocket was fat, so I can't even be mad at him. And he did drop me off Nod's money, so I had text Nod and told Nod to come pick it up. But like, I'm ready to go to work, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I have the energy right now to go do it. And
to get a feel of how, yeah.
You have the car. I need the car. This is why we were in the...
Did he ever say that he was going to work with you in the morning?
To go work in the morning? No, what we agreed on was that we were gonna the nights that he works the clubs and the after hour, I was gonna work at least 1 or 2 nights the area that he goes to work, so that I come back home with him, so that I don't have to worry about coming home alone.
But you didn't think about remember when you was talking about the morning shift and whoever need help with this stuff and stuff, you should have put him with you, and he could have got out and got the bags and stuff and put him in the car or help whoever need to be helped.
Oh.
Well, you could, yeah, because you still gonna have to, if you still do Uber, you got them customers, because I'm one of them that I can't carry bags, and I need somebody to help me put my bags in the car.
But that's the thing, when you do Uber, you're not supposed to have an extra person in a car with you, though.
Damn.
Yeah, so when I do Uber, I'm gonna have to put on the window that I'm a handicapped Uber. You can't discriminate against me. I can help you out as best as I can, but you feel me?
Mm-hmm.
It is what it is. We're just gonna work it out together. Like, I don't...
Because my sister did Uber at first, and then she switched from Uber to Lyft. And when she was doing Uber, she had my daddy with her for one morning shift, because it was this man who drove, rode with her, and she couldn't put his equipment in the car. So my daddy did it for them, and they asked her, who is he? And she told him, that's my daddy. I can't lift certain stuff up because I'm so small. And they said, oh, okay. Because I remember them saying something unless they stopped it.
Yeah, from my understanding, you're not supposed to have nobody else with you.
Yeah, they stopped it then. Excuse me, I just burped.
Yeah.
I just burped Pepsi. Yeah, they stopped it then. They had to stop it. Because, like I said, Shanice was driving Uber at first, and then she stopped Uber because Uber, she didn't like Uber. And she wanted to do Lyft. Because Lyft is more up her alley. Because Lyft, you make more money than you do with Uber. Because a lot of people's driving Lyft now, not Uber. Only people that's doing Uber is doing like Uber Eats, and then like Calista said, the doctor office and shit is more for Uber, and then some of them do Lyft, but Lyft really don't be booming for Medicaid. It's just Uber.
Yeah, that's why I was doing because right now they have a bonus. If I put in 20 hours right now, I get a 2,100 bonus. I mean, in cash. Like, I pay them the 2,100 for putting in 20 hours. So, like, I took theirs because Lyft don't have a bonus right now. Plus, Uber's payment was less than Lyft. But when I get my van fixed, I can drive for both.
Mm-hmm.
Which is what I intend to do on a part-time basis. But I'd rather deliver anyways, because I'd rather deliver than drive people. But I was already, remember we were talking about the whole marketing thing.
I thought about you when I seen Lyft, that, and I was like, yeah, you'll be good on Uber Eats, because y'all do Uber Eats a lot, and then too, there's a lot of people that do Uber Eats and Grubhub and all that. But Uber Eats is the number one thing that has a lot of people. Like I said, you like to make me download the Uber Eats app and shit, put me a card up on my shit.
I'm just waiting for this idiot. That and I was gonna get dressed, but this idiot's taking forever, so I don't want to use up my energy.
To get dressed.
Correct. And then this idiot don't even come. Like, he really about to work my nerve right now. Because I already had my mind set up. Like, I went to bed last night with, I was getting up at this time, which is why I got up at 4 something in the morning to start my video. I already did my blog. Like, dude, I was so productive this morning. Like, we're recording right now.
Yeah.
I'm recording right now. I did my blog already. I was in the middle of doing my podcast. Like, just because I knew I was going to go drive, and I told Biv I was about to be on the road at 7. Look, it's 8:43. So you know, I am not a happy camper right now. I done had this car for 3 days now, and I still haven't gotten on the road. I mean, on the road to work.